Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this Yin Yoga class. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, just to center ourselves, pause, set some intentions. So as we're here, we can begin to notice the breath, notice the body, and just land and arrive. Setting an intention here for what you hope to create during this time. Breathing in and exhale, letting go of anything that isn't serving you in this moment. Bringing this intention with you throughout our Yin practice today. Then beginning to bring your palms on your knees. And just to create some movement and space before we get started, we'll start with some neck rolls here. We'll inhale on the way up and then exhale as you roll down, remembering that we can always change the direction at any point and connecting the breath to the movement as we flow. Now coming into a few rounds of seated cat and cow, so rounding the spine on the exhale, and then inhale, opening up the heart. Exhale as you round the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale as you open up the heart and lengthen. Next inhale, we're going to make bigger soothe circles so the whole entire spine begins to move. Inhale as you open up and round back. And exhale as you roll down and fold. And then let's reverse the direction. And then inhale, pausing. And we're going to start with half butterfly today. So you're going to take your left leg and extend it straight out to the side. Your right knee is going to be bent, and you're going to walk your hands as far forward as it feels right. Remember, in Yin, we're not looking for fireworks or really deep stretches right away. We just want to open up, arrive into the posture, and as we hold each posture, we then become more open. And see, you'll notice you could maybe lower down a little bit deeper and deeper throughout the duration of this posture. Continuing to breathe here, sending your hip some love. And especially during this election season, it's so important to do practices that are going to help us ground and feel centered within ourselves, because it's the most important place to feel centered in. On your next inhale, we're going to make our way back up and into a seated position. And then you're going to lean back and bring the left knee to bend, and now the other leg, the right leg, out to the side. And again, as far out to the side as it feels right. And then this initial fold, just allowing yourself to fold down, to breathe, and to let go when you get there. Noticing how maybe this side is a little bit different, what may have shifted or changed from just one side to the other. And again, breathing here, allowing the flow. Taking a few more breaths. And then on your next inhale, you'll make your way back up to a seated position. And now we're going to bring both feet together and finish out this hip opener section with some butterflies. So first, butterflying out the knees, bringing them up and down, feeling the release in the hips. And then on your exhale, rolling over the legs and getting your full butterfly stretch here. Taking your time. Again, breathing in to sensation. Breathing out and letting go of the stress or the tension of the day. And then slowly making your way back up into a seated position, and then we'll roll now into a tabletop position. And finding a few rounds of cat and cow here just to continue to open up the spine. On your inhale, feeling the space in the body. And on the exhale, rounding. So now coming down to Sphinx, bringing your forearms down to the earth. Legs are relaxed. And with Sphinx, you can either be active, pressing your forearms into the earth, or more passive, just kind of letting the forearms be what prop you up, but then relaxing the neck, the chin to the chest. Focusing here on the lower back and the heart. Remembering during this election season to continue to be grounded and centered in love for all beings, all people. So important to lead this world with love. And especially when we can cultivate love within ourselves. No matter what happens, we can make the world a better place by just projecting that love onto everybody. A few more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to roll the elbows out, rest one side of the face on the hands, and slide the left knee up towards the left elbow in our half frog pose, which is a great counter pose for our back bend today. Just grounding here and letting go. Breathing in. Letting the spine relax. Just for this moment. Then bringing your left leg back to meet the right, and we could come into either a second round of Sphinx or coming up a little higher for Seal, where your arms are extended now. It's not like upward dog where you're active, so the hips are still on the floor, the legs are still on the floor. And you can even relax the neck here like you do in Sphinx. The arms are just propping you up and kind of keeping the spine straight and upright. Now, again, you can always stay in Sphinx. And as you're here, just beginning to breathe in to the heart. Again, projecting this love, this awareness out in the world. Pushing down gently to send more love out into the world. Deep breaths in, smooth, easy breaths out. And we'll take one more full inhale, filling up completely, opening up, lengthening, and exhale, sending the breath out, releasing and lowering all the way down. Making a pillow with the hands once again, and now sliding the right knee to the right elbow, and just relaxing in our half frog pose. On your next inhale, bringing the right leg back to meet the left, pushing the hands into the earth, coming back through a tabletop position. And then walking your arms out as far as you can for puppy pose, so the hips stay elevated above the knees and the heart melts towards the floor. In Yin, we call this heart melting pose, or sometimes it's called Anahata Asana, which means heart chakra pose. Either way, it's a way for us to ground our hearts towards the earth and, again, connect our center for love and self-love into this space of grounding, of steadiness and ease. Again, we may not have control over what happens in the next few days or the next few years, or pretty much we never really have control. But what we do have control over is how we can begin to cultivate self-love and then love onto others. How we can be intentional in our living and what we want to share and bring into this world. Because truly change starts from within. Then on your next inhale, you're gonna rise out from Anahat Asana or puppy pose, and then just do a few more rounds of cat and cow, just in response to all of that spinal work we just did. Then on the next exhale, we'll come back into a seated position. And just ending this class to check back in with our intentions and ourselves. Remembering the love that we can create within ourselves and how important these next few days it is to bring and share that love out to the world. We have the power to keep this world in a loving and safe place for all.